Welcome to Albion War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is December 21st, 2020. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, but we have just seen the beginning engagements between Rage and PoE. This isn't the first fight we've seen today, but the first one was very small, about 10 minutes ago. But now this looks like to be a major battle. Robin, what do you think we're going to get here today?
I reckon Raid are going to get wiped in about 1 minute time.
Okay.
I have them on 1 minute. That's not me being mean. That's just me. It's they're doing the exact same thing as they did yesterday at the exact same time.
Okay, that's true.
They literally zoned into crossing by themselves, lost half of their force to cluster Q, and then decided to engage in CIR in the open ground. And now we have CIR, Hammer and Sickle, and Scoia'tael, and
wrapping around?
Yeah, some other guild, and they're just circling around. Like, look at this. Like, 0 Point as well coming in on the western flank as well. Artista's just chilling.
0 Point is wrapping around. He's hanging close to the edge, too, meaning that 0 Point can rain down on top of him, and that's just murdered them. Did he just sacrifice his guys for a better view? I don't know.
I don't know what the play is here. I really do not know. Are they playing for time for reinforcements for Black Order to come in? Like, because Black Order are around. They're fully massed. But so far, no sign of them in the zone. And look at this. Rage Control just pushing up on the western side, pushing the boys in Raid up the road. I believe we're probably going to see either CIR or Scoia'tael be mounted up coming around on the northeast flank soon enough. It's going to happen.
Now, Robin, I know that players are supposed to play for the choke, but I don't think they're supposed to play to choke. And this does not look like they're doing the right thing. Again, if this is the same thing they did yesterday with that massive wipe that they took twice yesterday, right?
Yep. Oof. Yeah, a double wipe yesterday, and then they just sat on the territory for the remaining period of like 30 minutes or whatever we were watching them for. It's like, I don't know. Defensive knockback there by Artista on the command mammoth. But here comes CIR with the wraparound, just closing off. Nice camland engagement. The offensive locusts that are being used by CIR on the front line engagement. That's how, like, sure they are of this victory against Raid right now. They're just popping their locusts on the offensive. They're not saving them for the return, and it's just Raid literally walking up the road at the moment. And that's going to be a huge deletion, and good night, Raid. Unless you're getting reinforcements on that northwest door, I don't believe anything is going to save you here. No turn. This is when you get up and get out. There's Hammer and Sickle with the wraparound, finally, with some 0 Point on the north side. And literally, Raid are just losing members left, right, and center. There's no front line. There's literally nothing. And it's just Artista on his command mammoth. Like, I don't get it. This is the weirdest play style I've seen them do so far. Because coming into this, remember how coordinated Raid was at the start of this war?
Good. Yes.
It's like,
what happened to that?
I don't know.
The last 2 days have looked very poor. I mean, we just saw them run up to a cliff and stand there.
Just die. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's so weird. I really don't get it.
And I'm a fan of these guys. I love what they're doing, going out there and trying to fight against the rental empire that is known as PoE. But you have to fight against them. Oh, here comes Mac to pack. Okay.
Let me try and find us a tank real quick. I think Black Order zoned in, and they're like, they don't even have a front line themselves.
What happened to the shot callers?
I don't know, unless they got zoned out. I have a tank for us. There we go, finally. But Rage Control are on their back line coming in from the west, and our tank is about... Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead already.
Never mind. It's
time
over.
For a new tank. Okay.
It's done.
It's already over.
Yep. Free loot bags. It was like a 20-man group of Black Order that zoned in, and they just walked into Rage Control and then just carried on walking into PoE and died.
Miyajiro's in Thunderrock Upland, which is not too far away, but
there's still some fighting going on as Black Order is still just trickling in and running through the reds.
Give us a
I think I
second.
found it.
I got a tank. There we go. It's happening.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries. Gnosis popping the overcharge and falling back to the southeast side, trying to bait last war maybe through a tiny little choke, looking for an engage here. The camman does connect onto the front line of a Gnosis. There comes the Soul Scythe knockup, no follow-up damage though. Only one wild Avalonian bow pew-pewing. Here comes the camlan's nice damage output here by Gnosis. Nice turn, but it's not enough. The cleanses were there. Damnation hitting the front line. But look at the damage in the back. And Gnosis's backline just got collapsed in on from
split.
all sides here. The siege bow placement's pretty much perfect. And the Icicle keeping those players locked in place.
Get in there, Ansky. There you go. Get one of those resets.
Got some heals.
He needed that. It looked like he was running away from him for a moment. That's not what you want to do, buddy.
Yeah, that's when we start flaming you. Here comes
your
the Gnosis with their next engagement.
Nice
That's
clump.
going to be a nice Grove Keeper connecting with the Permafrost. And that Avalonian Bow's going to top him off as well.
Couple down.
Top combat
you grind through it. You have to grind him.
Look on that northeast side, that Bride of Fury player of Last Warn. He's ready to come in and hit the back line when he can. I saw him stacking. I'm not blind.
Last Warn is in good position here to do a little bit of a wrap if they're not.
That's a big camline connecting. There comes the DPS, and it's going to be a deletion on the front line of Last Warn. A wild Cleric Cow saving, I believe, probably the shot caller Lucifer, but it doesn't stop our tank POV from dying.
We're going to need a new one.
And we're going to need a new one. God. There we go. I found us another one. Why is it? What is it with these names, dude?
Can't tell you.
Oh, here we go. Back on a Gnosis. This is a very small scale back and forth. It's what? Probably like a 20 versus 20? Maybe just a little bit more?
Yeah, debuff is only at level 2 for Gnosis. That's really low.
That is. And Last Warn are getting pushed back to the choke point here. Defensives are down. There comes the slam with the Grove Keeper. Countdown connecting onto the back line. Nice armor pierce there by the, I believe, the Q on the Grove Keeper. Sadly, no follow-up. The Locust was burned, though. And now the return comes in. Last Warn applying that melee DPS in the back line. I mean, our tank here is doing what he can to try and disrupt some of the range DPS. Pops his resistance potion at the front. Last Warn very low as well. That Icicle player nearly going down.
Well, they have no disarray debuff right now, so it's a 2 versus 0.
Damn. That's pretty wild.
Some nice small-scale PvP. Go for it. I like seeing it. Like a city
here comes the Brimstone. Nice placement there by the Guardian Armor, stopping 60% of that damage output there onto the clump from the charged-up Brimstone player. Our tank here is just going to peel back for some heals. He is half HP. Doesn't want to be overextending while he has the Occult player right next to him. Very overweight combat looting. Oh, and I think Last Warn are pulling out the zone.
Well, they are down a little bit, and they are starting to lose more players. I don't think they're going to win this battle.
No, they're
unless
out.
They pull out a incredible comeback with a couple of really great clumps. But like you said, they're out. We'll find out in just a second.
It's a 0. Righto. Elevate pulling back after their engagement here versus PoE. Falling through the Valley of Death. They need to be careful not to get wrapped around here. Is this a dead end? It is a dead end.
It is a dead end.
Oh, no.
Don't do that, boys. Oh,
well, they're going to have to turn and burn here.
Is that one of those dead ends that Robin was talking about on the Dev Talk?
I think so. Get rid of those. Oh, dear. But
the noob traps are real. They'll find their way out. These guys are pretty good.
Quite a nice position, actually. A nice little valley to fight into. Either side has elevation and some choke points to the eastern side of the map here for the fallback. But Elevate coming in for their engagement. Avalonian Hammer, he's looking for an engagement. Does connect directly into the Camland. Permafrost landing. There comes the Brimstones. It's going to be a nice engagement. Finishing off with the Siege Bows on the eastern side. It's a nice split there. But One Punch Man, some friendly fire, it seems, from Elevate side. One Punch Man coming in on the eastern side. They're going to be allied with Elevate, I believe. Or are they not? It looks like...
Wait, are they not allied anymore? I see them attacking Wildy.
No, they're allied. He's...
Okay, that's just...
Biggie X is spamming off, so... Yeah, it was just a we attack. It's nothing to
just a couple of pokes.
It's fine.
Happens.
Yep.
They'll send the V-Gear bill.
No? Yes? No? Okay, they're not
I guess
allied.
they're not allies. Wow, that's not what you do to your allies. Well,
what just happened?
Unless you're Skuskabel and Blue Army. No, that's not how you treat your allies.
Even One Punch Man are spamming what the fuck in Say Chat.
What?
And now Elevate are talking in Say Chat as well. Like, they're like, I'm confused as much as they're confused. Because Elevate and One Punch Man have been working together on the Nightmare Hideout all week.
Well, for this goal all week, but they've been working together for a while now.
Yeah. The politics in Albion changes by the hour.
When your shot caller forgets to turn on name tags. I
think so as well. I mean... I don't know.
They're reds to the right. Get them!
I mean...
I want a three-pronged attack.
Oh.
What is going on?
Nice CIR. A wild CIR member. An icicle CIR member.
Why?
Just, stopping the fleeing forces of Elevate.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Because when at...
I get it. I would do it too. Yeah.
Unless those blobs rotating around on the eastern side are CIR.
A big banana is closer to some CIR, but he is kind of splitting off of them. I think they're running to the exits.
Okay, so the northeast blob, that's right behind Elevate, that's going to be PoE Skoyatao and some other guild I've never heard of. And then on the northwest side, that's going to be Blue Army coming in along with CIR. But Elevate are going to be able to escape here and make it out of the door just in time. That was a good timing by Elevate. Just getting out of the zone before they get sandwiched. Guess we can check on the rest of the boys. Timer has started on the hideouts here, so if you want to hop on Dominant, he is currently in Far Shore Lagoon, and he has CTRL on his screen. Just entered the territory now. And it looks like the battle is on. The overcharges have been popped. Like the first engagement going on to the side of Surf here. Nice defensive slam by Dominant, stopping the frontline tanks. The return comes in. The focus fire onto the front line deletes the members of CTRL. And they're going to get pushed back. They just lost a good 5 tanks with that engagement by Surf. Nice counter engagement there by Dominant. I like it.
Good to see.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to take it on the chin to turn it around and get that good counter punch in, and he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, clumping up that front line like that. That was a good call. Everyone else just getting topped up. Dominic gonna do a little bit of rotating. There's another little tiny blob that just joined on the northwest side of the territory. Don't know who that is. Dominic doesn't seem to be phased at all, so he's going to carry on his advance inside, just clearing up the guards here. It's only a level 2 territory, so the guards only tickle, but they still cause a bit of a nuisance. Dominic needs to be careful not to put his Zerg into bombing range along that wall. Couple brimstones and it's good night. For the time being, it's clean up on the guards.
Okay, they're just clearing it out, getting ready to make a better engagement. But you don't want to leave these guards available to come into your back line, wipe you out. That can be a killer. These guys do work. What level of a territory are we on here?
Level 2.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Blue
here comes Squad. Wild Squad coming into the back of Title here. Title wasting no time as Dominant leaps in, and he's like, I know these guys. They're not as strong as they used to be. Quick, take them down. They're the weak link.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice engagement. Great play by Dominant, rotating directly in and just fully engaging without hesitation. It's going to cost a couple members of Blue Army their life. Blue Army now rotating to the southwest side of the map. But now Dominant needs to be careful. He is currently in a sandwich. CTRL can come out that territory and engage if they wanted to, but it looks like Dominant is going to fully focus Blue Army here. Nice Brimstone, the Damnation Pierce onto the front line. It's going to be massive, but Surfer going to be backing up here. Here comes the return of Blue Army onto the front line. Dominant popping his duties and defensives, and the boys are going to be retreating back up the road. Resets are down, Demon Armors are popped.
They got the reset, and they're going right back in. Yeah, they did really well. That was a quick reset. Very quick reset, actually, leaving them plenty of time to come back and start clumping up these Blue Army guys once again and doing work. And that's what it looks like they're doing. Blue Army does not seem to be on the offensive here. And as I say that, the wrap comes around from the big guns. Here's Perel and King Mojo coming in from the side. But Dominant does a great job with the counter once again. As we saw up in the territory, they've got these counters down pat, and Perel goes down.
Yep, that was a huge turn there by Surf. Once again, Dominant just keeping up the pressure. Does see with that Grovekeeper engagement, but it doesn't matter. His Zerg is going to carry on applying the pressure to Edgy. Looks like he's about to go down. And look at these camlands after camlands here on the retreating forces of Blue Army. Blue Army not even holding a front line at the moment. They're in full retreat here, getting clumped up against the wall, and it's just free loot bags, and Blue Army are just getting torn apart here by Surf at the moment. But reinforcements seem to have came in finally for Blue Army. The return comes in. The siege bows are down. They do get countered pretty much instantly. Dominant not giving up his advance here onto Blue Army's front line. He's going to be looking for another massive engagement, but he needs to be careful they're not getting wrapped around on the northwest side. It looks like
they
are
a wave getting wrapped around.
Yep. Still Cohort coming in, Mudhouse coming in.
This is going to be too much.
It's a bloodbath.
Yeah, this is too much. I mean, I was going to say we haven't seen this kind of stomping on Blue Army, but that's all we've seen lately from Blue Army. They're just not bringing their A game. But if they can bring the numbers, that works too. They haven't had the numbers in the last few days, but today, though they lost their first two engagements from the counters, they are bringing the numbers, and it looks like they're
still getting wiped.
They're melting fast. They're melting really fast.
Mudhouse
to smaller group. This is
to get wiped. Grimside also here. Still Cohort also here. So 4 armor and squad working together. It seems like another nice engagement there. And Dominant and the boys, even though it looked like they were about to get wiped, a nice stabilization, nice regroup, pretty much perfect timing, and now they're just pushing back that wave of armor that came in on their flank. They're going to be able to stabilize, get some loot bags filled up, and then start focusing back towards the eastern side of the map here. And judging by how big that blob is, there's still quite a few members.
There's a lot of guys still
on the opposing side.
Yeah. Good news, Robin. Somebody knew about your Banana Man.
Yes, I knew it. I had faith. Who was it?
Caradox Arctic Fox. Hideout here in Rivercrop's Curve in the meantime has been under assault by Emir and the FBI guys. So Rivercrop's Curve is getting cleaned out at least, or attacked, you'd say, right? Waterwell, PoE, and probably one of the CIR shields as well. Rivercrop's Curve.
Alrighty.
Heading over to take a look at that.
Yeah, it looks like I was just sticking on Dominate. It looks like he is going to be pulling out northwest of the zone here. Blue Army have regrouped back on the southeast side, heading right up the rear end here of Dominate and Surf. Still Cohort also regrouping, and they're going to be joining forces with Blue Army. But I don't know if we're going to get another fight in this zone. It looks like Dominate has chosen to run out of the zone. What's the Springs Up Wetland hideout looking like?
PoE is all over that hideout. So yeah, it looks like a hideout defense here.
Yeah. So two days in a row where they were able to reset the attacks on the hideouts, it seems. Hammer and Sickle hideout was at 2 out of 4 yesterday. That got fully reset. Hopping around.
Oh, look, Domit. Are they teleporting around?
Oh, what are they doing?
They go into a dungeon and then...
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
The joys. Reinforcements of surf just zoned in here. Blue army taking the chase.
Okay.
Very big forces of PoE just zoned into Far Shore Lagoon.
Oh,
that's where the action
BA
just
is,
happened
yeah.
with Blue Army and Surf.
Are they? It looks like these guys are turning around for it too.
I don't know if PoE and PoE just zoned back out. Half of their
I'm pretty
Zerg
sure
just zoned.
PoE and Squad are working together.
Yeah.
Wait, are
They're not
PoE and
gonna fight.
Elevate friends? No, right? I mean,
No.
so they're fighting then over that hideout in
Brutus.
Springs and Wetland, and you can go on Sinto, I think, is one of the tanks.
We could go for Brutus, the tank that we were on before for Elevate.
Okay.
I mean, I have the name already spelled out for me on Discord on my other
It's
monitor.
easier. You can also just press the up button again
Yeah.
and just get right back to it. Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
it
go.
looks like Elevate just got deleted on the western side
wow.
with who's that coming in?
They're not,
Some form of PoE.
yeah,
But they
there's,
are holding
rage
the eastern
control, and I think I saw Skoyatal in the mix.
Oh, that's a nice engagement
Nope, I
by
didn't.
Elevate
I
on the
just see
western
rage
side.
control.
But they are falling back here. They need to get some hills out. But look at this. It is just red name tags all over the place. They're going to fall back to this little elemental area of the map, it seems. Camline connecting
Oh,
onto the
no.
front line. That's a big brimstone landing on Elevate's face. Can the boys hold off for another engagement here? Looks like they're trying to do something. It was a nice little turn. Actually, the turn could be coming in pretty good here for Elevate. Reinforcements of Jungle also showing up on the western side, but that's also going to bring more
Elevate's gonna need
PoE
that.
onto the field. And now the boys are looking for another turn.
Wait, is Jungle not
defensive.
working with Elevate anymore?
Yeah, Jungle and Elevate, they're purple Shozen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they were working. You said more PoE coming into the field. I was confused.
Yeah,
No,
they're-
okay.
Jungle dragged more PoE towards
Oh,
Elevate.
into the fight. Well,
Yeah.
look at that. That is a massacre in the center of the match here, and we need a new tank.
Theseus RS.
Works.
There you go. Well, Elevate able to stabilize here up on the platform, but they are surrounded on all sides. That's a lot of dead bodies on that staircase.
Isn't that guy's name Toys R Us?
Who?
Theus RS, Toys R Us?
Huh?
Toys R Us? Do you know that company who sells toys?
They went out of business, and they were Toys R Us, not Theus RS.
Well, if you read it, whatever. Whatever.
Get back in the cupboard, Bogul.
Duh.
Oh god. But looks like the boys in Zip It are going for their next engagement onto the PoE members to the southwest. Only a little tickle on the front line. Looks like a lot of their DPS were deleted, and it seems some combat looting happening in the back here for Zip It. That could have been a nice deletion if some of those brimstones and Avalonian bows came up with the Zerg. But it looks like PoE falling back here towards the other side of the map, just holding that choke point where the hideout is. That's such a great position for this hideout.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Look at the engagement though. The counter comes in. Theseus dragging the cam line onto the choke. Defensive Locust though saving the engagement, but maybe burned a little bit too soon. PoE come crashing into the front line. Elevate and Zip It just soaking up a lot of that engagement. But look how far back some of these players of Zip It are
because Hammer
playing.
and Sickle are playing in their back line to the southeast and whacking at him. And they come down to try to get at this bridge, which they're coming back to again. And CIR can just hammer them on the return. And then they run into that hideout. That's a rough spot to be in. I don't think that's a choke for them to play on. I wouldn't take that choke.
I mean, they could wrap around the northwest and go through that other smaller choke, and then they just have a couple tanks watching their back end. But I mean, it's about to be over unless that massive blob that just zoned in on the northeast side is allied for Zip It. It's GG here. We're about to find out soon enough.
I mean, they still have to knock it down, though, right? 5 minutes?
Yeah, this is reset. This is done. This is a failed attack here. And it looks like reinforcements coming in maybe for Zip It here. AAA Alliance also finally showing up. And right now, if you're getting reinforcements of this size, you would send AAA around the northwest flank and hit PoE from the back. But it looks like they're going to send everybody up to the northwest side.
Yeah, it looks like it's a full charge.
Yeah.
Right into their AAA alliance. And of course, some people are going to be like, you're red, I'm going to whack at you.
Yeah. And as they were whacking that, PoE were already on their tail. I saw a couple name tags already on the back end of this Zip It Zerg. And Theseus is maybe looking for a way out here. He may just go straight for the door, mount up, and get out of here. He knows the objective is a failed attack. There's no way in hell that they're going to be able to wipe PoE in this time and get the shield down. I mean, less than 5 minutes remaining. It's GG here. They're just going to flee.
Oof.
And I doubt AAA are still in the zone.
No, there's not enough of them there to fight. Even if they were.
Some of them are still in the zone, but they're just getting cleared up on that northwest side.
Raids here.
Wait, are they?
On the hideout, at least there was one group or something. But I think they're dead now.
Artista's over in Thunder Rock Ascent.
Oh dear. Yeah, there was a little group of raid, but yeah, they just got deleted. They walked directly into Sun on the eastern side, along with Hammer and Sickle and his GG.
Kelron is getting deleted by Zip It.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's solo.
Oh.
Shot caller for Blue Army, doing what shot callers of Blue Army do.
Yep, getting deleted.
Solo.
Yeah.
There are a few more raid dudes on the territory. Weird.
Yeah, on the eastern side, I see a couple. I think this is their little bomb squad that just tried coming in. There's no major force at all. I wonder if Dominant ever got a rematch here. He is back in Farshore Cape. Unless he's going home. I think they're going home. Their objective was complete. So they did delete that hideout in this zone. That's now gone.
Is demounted with the boys in Uncle here. Or Jungle.
With what?
I always read that. The J lines up with the line, and it just looks like Uncle. I think they should change their name.
The Uncle?
Yeah, it's scarier.
I mean, everyone's got that weird uncle.
Right?
Yeah. Well, looks like he's trying to figure out how to get up the cliff. There we go. He's on the march towards that blob.
One Punch Man.
That are allied.
And Squad.
Oh.
Here's Squad.
Wait.
And they're going in. Squad's already engaged with
Blue Army just chilling, doing nothing, no counteraction to the engagement by Zip It.
None.
But it's not going to be enough. Look at the return already, and it's pretty much instant deletion on the back. Yeah. Camlan's just clumping up that group, and the Mealies and Brimstone just going to work. And what could have been a perfect engagement by Zip It, just literally walking in and clumping up Blue Army like that. I mean, I was expecting a faux deletion.
Were they baiting? What was going on there? Because they were just doing nothing.
No, dude.
Is that more PoE? How much PoE is that? That's a lot of PoE. Here's the rest of PoE. Okay.
Yeah. And on the southwest door, AAA are getting pushed back.
They're going to run? Yeah.
Is it A Big Banana here? Yeah, A Big Banana, he still has quite a force with him, actually. He does have an Eagle on the field as well, so we may see some more action. It looks like they're going to be holding the hilltop here. Nice choke point to the southwest. but I don't think that PoE squad really want to push through. I believe it was Scoia'tael. Looks like
Okay.
the Beetle does
John Koo's
come
coming
through.
in.
And on the eastern side, yep, Blue Army, but a Big Banana's going to engage. Calmland does connect.
Whoa!
One Brimstone landing
Brutal.
on that clump. It's going to be a nice deletion, but at the same time, I believe PoE are going to be coming in from the west. Scoia'tael, this
And
is
here
your
they come.
opening. There it is. There comes the Calmland clumps. There comes the melee DPS swinging with the halberds. And look at this. CIR coming around on the northeast side. It's going to be a mega sandwich here. A Big Banana is getting deleted, wrapped around from all sides here in Dry Vein Cross, and it is good night.
Good night,
Oh
Triple
my
A
God.
Alliance. Holy cow. Ooh.
That was
Yikes.
quick.
Well, yeah, it was 3 groups attacking one group all at once. That was well orchestrated.
Oh, God.
They used the arch tactic of Blue Army went in, got slaughtered, put a bunch of bags on the ground. It distracted AAA into a false sense of security while Scoia'tael and CIR wrapped around and crushed them.
Jeez. I mean, props to, AAA, if they really wanted to, they could have just left the zone there. They had
could've,
enough
yeah,
time
they
to
had
man
enough
up and
time.
get out, but they stuck around and they wanted that engagement.
Let's see what is going on here. There's still some hunting going on in the zone. Just grabbing the last few remaining members of AAA.
In those final loot bags. Artista's on his way home. I mean, I guess that was probably our last engagement for this evening. It looks like everybody else is heading home. Black Order is done. Raid are done. That was
Surf is
AAA
done. They're
done.
going through the portals now.
Yep. I guess we can quickly look at the map because we did
Okay.
have 16 territory launches today.
That's a significant number.
Most of it is on PoE or PoE launching, like either way.
Mhm.
Focusing around Rivercop's Crossing, and it seems like objectives were indeed falling in favor of Raid. We did see PoE focusing primarily on the south of the map today, so that opened up the whole entire, like, we're talking, was it Thunderrock Ascent, Drool, Flamog Fork, Rivercop's Fount, Thunderrock Upland, Rivercop's Crossing, Rivercop's Curve, Rivercop's Path, all falling in favor of the anti-PoE coalition here. And then looking towards more of the Dry Vein Cross area of the map, these were all launched on today. And it seems like PoE have secured all these zones here. I don't actually see one that actually fell in favor of the anti-PoE coalition.
Oof.
Not one. No, it doesn't seem like it. And they secured the hideout as well in Springsome Wetland.
So that's what
So-
3 days in a row we've seen the PoE conglomerate really secure its objectives. In the last 2 days, they've won most of the fights as well.
Yeah. And I mean, it's PoE have, like, we saw it kind of like at the other war, at the start of the other war. They were getting demolished for like the first week or so. And then it's like they learn how the other side plays pretty much instantly, and they just switch it around. And then the other side have no answer to it. Like, look how powerful the raid group was at the start of the war.
Yeah, I don't know
And
what
now
happened to them.
it's just like 2 days in a row, and I'm just sitting here with my hands in the air, with my shoulders up, like, what? What's going on?
Why are you running into a cliff?
Yeah.
Why are you standing there?
Why are you trying to take 50 of your men into a faux cluster zone of PoE and take the fight with
I
no
mean,
reinforcements coming in?
Maybe your raid's primal objective is up in the north, right? Like they have 2 hideouts there under attack, and maybe the south is more of a distraction, and then pushing into the north as the primary. I don't know.
Well, you still want to win some fights.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
like-
difference is just like, we're giving them shit today because we've seen them perform at a higher level as ZVZs with much better organization, with much better placement of their members, and much better calls as to how to position on the map itself. And it doesn't really feel like they're they're on the spots they need to be. It feels like they're a little off, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's like we saw it yesterday. They kind of suicided into PoE. Like even like it was like I believe 20 minutes before the actual like timer hit. So they were way early. They didn't even have to make that play, but they did. And we've seen them do the exact same thing today. They just walked into PoE and suicided 20 minutes before an actual timer for an objective was like activated. It just doesn't make sense because PoE had enough time to just it pretty much opened up the door for them to move away from the north, go to the south, and focus on the objectives down there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're missing something. Who knows? But I don't know.
Maybe chat knows.
Maybe.
It's Christmas time. Everybody's on vacation. Who knows what they're doing?
But yeah, I mean, tomorrow we're probably going to see the exact same thing. And probably this time round, we're going to see PoE focus back up in the north, I think.
Okay. Swing it back up.
Yeah,
I mean, they have, other than losing Darkbow, like they have done really, really well.
Yeah. And it's like all the major, like bigger, like tiered zones and stuff, the more resourceful zones are up in the north as well, like towards the center of the map. Like down in the south, I believe it's primarily just like a renting area for PoE.
Okay.
And they want to keep that secure, right? It's a nice lucrative income for them. It's good money. So
now they come up and do the River Cops area,
yep.
Go all the way up through to the Fount, kick out Black Order. I mean, that's a lot of work to do. When you look at it now, there are quite a few territories. All the Thunder Rock and River Cops have gone to their opponents.
Yep. I mean, just as we were talking, Shozen.
Yeah.
River Cup's curve already been launched on for tomorrow by PoE.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep. So
I think I think you're right here, that now is the time to move up and go right back to Darkbow. Take the forest here.
Yep. It's going to take a couple of days for them to push back up north and reclaim that land. It's going to be a bit of a back and forth, I think. But once they get the Darkbrow snag, that's when it starts getting a little bit tricky. But I think by the weekend, PoE are going to be back up in Darkbrow snag, hammering on that hideout.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at it on Saturday because we'll be back tomorrow, but then we're going to be coming back on Saturday, then taking a break, I guess, for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people do.
Yep.
But we'll be back Saturday to keep an eye on the war and what's going on in the world of Albion, and we'll watch some 20v20s as well, and even some 5v5 crystals.
Sounds glorious.
It should be. It always is. The wars of Albion, quite glorious. Boxing Day fights, even better.
Even better. Drunk Robin shoutcasting 20 versus 20s, even better.
What did your friends deliver you for Boxing Day this year?
Beer?
Fights. Hopefully fights. Hopefully it'll be good fights.
Hopefully more fights, yeah.
Hopefully not a drunk Robin. The last time I did a stream with a drunk Brit, it did not go well.
It's called happen, Shozen.
I did. No, I know. It happens.
Plug the next.
What time does the sun go down over there in Britain?
4 o'clock.
11 in the morning?
Yeah, or that. I mean, it's always it's nighttime somewhere in the world, so we might as well start drinking.
It's true. All right, Bogul, what did you ask me to do? Plug some other things?
Yeah, I mean, we have this interview thing, right?
We do have an interview thing.
Yeah.
The next show is coming up in about 15 minutes. It'll be a bit of news, a bit of PSA, bit of chat. I'll start some raffles, give away some stuff, and then we're going to play an interview with the brave newbies who are trying to help new players find a home in the roads. And this one's kind of focused on the mobile release that's coming up, because I really wanted players to understand that the mobile release is going to be big for everyone, not just for the people who are coming into the world, but the people who are already here. you're going to be affected by the mobile release. Be affected in a positive way. What can you do to make that release beneficial for you, your guild, and your alliance, and your playstyle?
That's such a nice outro. I didn't even know what to say, but be right back in 15 minutes then.
Sounds good.
Great. See you later.